Hello everybody. Today I'm going to present to you one of the very gorgeous little succulent known as Echidnopsis cereiformis. This is a succulent that is resemble a cactus looking. That's why it's called cereiformis. It is native to Northeast Africa, primarily Ethiopia and Sudan. It is a small succulent with a finger-like branches, as you see right here. These are the branches of this plant. As I have said, it resembles the appearances of a cacti, but there is no needle, no anything unusual about it. It's very smooth and generally very gorgeous looking. The color of this particular succulent generally is green, and sometimes if it gets a lot of bright light, reddish color, and every once in a while, if it is too much heat on the plant, it will get this sort of color. It looks like it has been burned. This particular succulent does not practically produce any leaves, only branches and main body. It does produce very nice looking yellowish, sometimes some variety purplish, greenish type of flower. Very tiny, but it's a very massive number on the body of the branches. As you see, the flowers are so tiny that the propagation in a form of pollinations are not quite very easy. So it's the best bet to cut the branches and let them callus and place them into the moist soil and keep them somewhere shady until roots. I also have to indicate that one of the other ways of propagation with cutting is to just get the branches horizontally, lay it on the top of the soil and let it root, and after that place it into the soil. But generally for many years I don't do it that way. All I do, cut the branches and let them dry out for a few days and use root growing powder and place them into the soil. It does have a very small root system. It's not very deep root, it's not long root, it's a very short root. That's why the best soil for this plant is cactus mix or potting mix with addition of a little bit of a pumice or perlite. Try not to use any sand in addition to what it is in the cactus soil, because this plant loves to have a high drainage soil system. Therefore, if you do that during the winter time, if it is outside in the rain, it may get rotten. Echidnopsis cereiformis has some other varieties, but today our subject is this particular variety. The system of watering of this plant, summertime, which is during the time that this plant produces flowers and it grows, you will give them a good, nice amount of watering. And during the winter time, you go as much possible, very small amount of water. And do not fertilize this plant during the winter time. The best time to fertilize it is in the summertime. This plant has a tolerance towards the cooler environment as low as a 5 degree Celsius. So therefore, if it is dry during the winter time and is not wet, it can handle pretty good amount of the cold weather without getting damaged. As far as the lighting, this plant loves indirect light, but if you want to put them in the sunny area, it can handle it, but not in the summer because it may cause to burn. But the springtime and autumn season, they like to get as much light as possible. The size of the branches of this plant generally is between 7 to 30 centimeters. But there are always exceptions that it could be grow as long as up to 60 centimeter branch, but not very often. It has to have lots of different criteria that combined give the plant a very good moment of growing in the best shape possible. Echidnopsis cereiformis is very unique, a small plant and generally very, very easy to grow. If it is taken care of good and if fertilized properly during the summertime, it gives you a very massive amount of flowers. As I have said earlier, propagation of this plant with seed is sort of difficult because the flowers are very tiny, but it is always successful and 100% guaranteed that everybody can do the propagation by cutting the branches and let it callus or lay it down on the soil horizontally until it's rooted and then place it into the soil. It is among good quality but forgotten type of succulent. So I wanted to bring it to your attention, show it to you. There is other variety of this particular succulent that in the future I will present it to you. At the end, I like to appreciate you watching my channel. If you like this particular video, please hit the button and leave me a comment and subscribe to my channel and suggest my channel to your friends and relatives. This is a very good library for people who loves to collect succulent, and it gives you a very good number of the varieties from different part of the world, especially different part of Africa. I'm looking forward to see your comments about this particular one. At the end, I appreciate you, and until the next, thank you very much. Bye.